My name is Mike Martuzza, and I'm a franchise consultant. I've been in the franchise world for over 20 years as a franchisee, a master franchisee, and for the past 15 years, a franchise consultant. In clients that I work with, one of the things I think that causes the most stress for people is, where am I going to get my customers? How am I going to get them? I mean, let's face it, customers are going to be the lifeblood of your business. That's exactly what we're going to talk about in this video. No matter what, getting customers is always going to be a challenge for you, at least even a mental challenge. Even if you have customers, how do I get more? Do I have enough? One of the nice things about being in a franchise is they have already developed these systems. They've implemented the systems with existing franchise owners. So think about this for a second. So let's just make up a business. Let's say you wanted to open up a bagel shop. You opened it up. Now you have to think about, how am I going to get customers to that bagel shop on day one? If you have no experience in driving customers, you're going to be just sort of throwing things at the wall, seeing what works and what doesn't work, and you're probably more likely for have your things not to work. If you were in a bagel shop that was a franchise business, and let's say they had 100 locations open, that would be 100 times that they had implemented a marketing program to drive customers to them. So if you're opening your own business, you're doing it for the first time. And even though in a franchise you will be doing it for the first time, you're backed by a system that's already done it 100 times successfully. Again, if that bagel store has 100 locations. And if you want to verify what's going to happen, you get the chance to talk to existing franchise owners before you make a decision and see how it went for them. How fast did they get the customers? How did the customer base grow? How did the franchise help me achieve the levels of customers that I have now and those that I might want in the future? An example of something like this actually I can think about is actually a flooring business. They do wood flooring, they'll do tile, they'll do floor coverings, a variety of different opportunities for a customer. Almost calling them a franchise is almost a misnomer. They're really a marketing organization that drives potential customers to their franchisees. I have heard numerous stories from their franchisees that they get so many leads in that they need to hire more people just to make the estimates on the amount of leads that are coming into this franchise that are distributed out. Let's go back to this continuum that we talked about previously, this 1 to 10, where 1 is a consumer, retail, or food business. 10 is more of a business-to-business opportunity. When you're at the lower end of this continuum, customers are driven by the fact that you're there. The build it, they will come scenario. You have neon signs for hamburger locations or pizza places or ice cream. People drive by it all the time. There's heavy foot traffic. You know where it is. So if you want one, you just get in the car and go get one. It might be a television or a radio commercial that enhances the brand name to you or reminds you of them. But the fact is that there really is no need for you to go out and look for customers. They're going to find you and come to you based upon the brand name. Now, as you move up through the continuum, you're getting now into more consultative storefront. As we talked about previously, massage or fitness locations. People are going to come in. Now, they're going to come in because not only are you there, but in fitness, people don't know a lot of different names. So there's going to be a lot of social media activity making people aware of what you are and what you do. People are going to call you, they're going to come in, they're going to explain their situations, and they're going to say, hey, can you help me with this? So getting customers isn't about you as the owner of the business. It's about the brand, but it's also about the marketing. As you move into consumer-based services business, so we're talking, maids or lawn cutting or flooring or carpeting or painting, things like that, most likely you're not going to know these people who are running the business, but it's going to be important to you to be able to trust them. A lot of these businesses have their customers basically driven to them through aggressive social marketing. If you're a painter and you come up as a Google search in one of the top 3 painters, that's going to make people much more likely to call you than if you were down at 10, 11, and 12. One of the benefits of being a franchisee is these marketing programs, which are driven to drive your Google rankings to the top. They're already done by the franchise. They're either doing it for you or you're implementing it. And this is making people aware of your business, having them call, ask you for estimates. So it's a warm lead that's coming in. You don't have to go out and look for these people on your own, and you're definitely not knocking door to door trying to sell your services. As you move up further into that continuum, let's talk about the business to business portion of it. The business becomes less about the brand and more about you as the individual. People aren't buying a brand, they're buying trust in the individual. Do I like the person? Can the person get the job done? Now, you're still being backed by the system, and the system will help you and teach you how to market the business, but essentially they can't do it for you because the decision maker, who's the customer, they're not buying the corporate name of the franchise. They're buying you and your belief that you can implement a system that can help them drive their business. At the bottom end of the continuum, people are coming to you because you're there. As you move up the continuum, there's a little bit more effort on social media, a little more effort in terms of interaction with potential customers, all the way up to having to go out, network full time, build your customer base through efforts of your own as opposed to the brand name. So in some cases, again, as we look on the continuum, the franchise will drive business to you either through name or social media or warm leads. At the other end of the spectrum, you are out there, you're talking to people about what you do, how you do it, how it can benefit their business, and more of it's on you, backed by systems that the franchise has put together for you to use in order to grow your business. I really hope that that was helpful. And if any of the information that I provided generated a spark and you'd say, I'd like to know more about a franchise specifically or franchising in general, or whether it's a good fit for you, click on the link below. Schedule a time. Let's talk. My services are totally free to you as I'm paid by the franchise companies to help them find people that are a great fit for their system. I'm not going to try and sell you a franchise. I'm not going to try to push a specific franchise on you. I want to understand what you're thinking about, why you would want to move out of the situation you're in now and look at franchising. If this sounds like you, click the link below. Let's set up a call. Can't wait to hear from you.